What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in, and today we got a decent episode because I haven't really done this before, and I think it's going to be pretty cool because today I'm going to try and attempt to customize these headlights to make them look a bit more flashy with a few more blinking lights. Alright then, so let's get into it. Alright guys, so we got the car sitting here and it's going to be parked there for a few days, so seeing as I'm waiting for things and I got nothing to do, I'm actually going to pull their headlight out and start doing the modifications on their headlight as far as blacking it out and then adding the running daylight and the DRL strips. Seeing as there's a budget build on the headlights and the whole car, we're going to just stick in these lights, I think. I'm not too sure if we're going to do it anymore, but we'll see when we get to the end. So I'm just going to rip that headlight out and do the work I can on their headlight until we can't do anymore. Alright, let's go, let's get it out. First we got to remove this whole bumper. So remove that screw from up there, and then the top of the bumper has one on the top here and one here. Remove those and you can just pull the bumper off, just held by clips there. Let's see, I've taken off this one. I'll take these two off and then take the side one off. That should be all you need to take off. Then you'll be able to remove the light and then we'll be able to pull it out. So let's do that. So we got all the nuts out now, let's pull their light out. Drop that. Alright, so this is loose now. So I'm going to detach the wires and then I have my headlight. We should have done that first off. Alright, so there's the headlight, guys. Just going to disconnect all the wires and then take it away. Alright, headlight's out now, guys, so let's go pull this headlight lens off. Alright guys, so as you can see, I've already taken out the headlight and that is sitting waiting for me on the table. I just have to put out the driver's side one, take it to the table, and then we can get started on these lights. So just before I take them out, this is what they look like right now. Actually, they need a hell of a polish, so pretty shabby. Hopefully when we're done, those look a lot better, a lot more modified. Alright, so I got the headlight on the table now, guys. So all I'm going to do now is disassemble the headlight, pull the insides out, pull the light bulbs out, pull the bezel out, and pull the glass off. Alright, so let me do that real quick. So right now I'm going to take out all those light bulbs. Alright guys, so we got all the light bulbs out. Take some heat, apply to the edges so we can release all the silicone that's holding the lens on. Alright, so let's do that. Alright, now take your heat gun or hairdryer, whatever you're using, apply heat around the headlight. Now you just have to apply it so it's hot to touch and progressively move around the headlight. Like so. Alright, so now I got it all heated up. I'm just going to pry up these corners and then try and pry the lens away from the backing. Alright, let's go. Alright guys, so the camera died while recording this yesterday, so I'll pick it up where I left off yesterday taking off this lens. Alright, let's go. Take that off. Alright, so we got the lens off now, guys. This is what we have left. So as far as the inside parts in there, or the reflective parts, we're going to leave in there because we're only going to change the bulbs on the inside to LEDs that can change some colors. But this part on the outside, all this bezel, we're going to take that off and spray that black, just like this one. So I'm going to take this bezel off, spray it black, and then put it back on. Just like this one here, I've cut a line down in so I can put my strip down. Same thing in there, we're going to put a line down in there, put it on an angle, DRL light and switchback light run across here, and possibly arc and end up here. So let me get into that. Also guys, when you take this lens off, try not to touch the inside. Once you touch the inside, it's pretty much compromised and you'll need another lens. No matter how much cleaning you do, you'll probably never get that shiny and clean again, so try not to touch in there. Alright, so we got the bezel apart from the housing, and all we're going to do is remove this light here and remove the glass piece here, and then spray the whole thing black. And then I'm going to have to make a couple little cuts, turn it around, in here about 1/2 inch long, so I can run the strip in through there and along here, bend it, come up through there, and then make another little incision cut along here for the wiring, and then I run the wiring where I need to. So right now I'm just going to take these out and spray that black. Alright, so we got these pieces off. Now I need to cover these in some tape so I can leave those as a reflective part, because they actually have to stay there. It's a legal requirement. So that's a reflective section. And then I'm going to tape all of this up. Then I'm going to put it back in there so I don't have to tape that all up, so we can protect all the reflective covers in there. Alright guys, there they are, all masked up. All the lenses, all masked up in blue. Obviously you can see that. So now I'm going to hit with another coat of paint. This one was painted, but stupid me, I went and touched it like this by accident, and then it got my handprint on it, so it's getting repainted. So first I just chuck on a dusting coat. Give it something to stick to, you too, you bugger. Alright guys, so we got the next coat on. She's looking good. Sorry I forgot to pick up the camera and record it, but we got it all done now. So what we do now is just let the paint sit. I might just let it sit there for a few hours just to cure. And once it's all dry, I'll start assembling the DRL and the switchback indicator light through here and up there. And once that's done, I can fit the LED globes, put that in, reassemble the bezel to the headlight, and then put the headlights back in the car. Alright guys, so let's get that done. Alright guys, so I got one of these headlights all done. We're going to check them out real quick. Check it out. Choo! So there's the headlight. This is the first one that I've mocked up and made up. So it is pretty much complete. So we've got the bezel taken out, and that's all been sprayed a gloss black on that. I think next time when I'll use more of a satin or a matte black on those. But as a cheap build for headlights, this actually didn't come out too bad. So as you can see, I got the running DRL light. That's the start, and the wires will come off just from out there and then run out the back. And then I made a little slice in there, the same width as the light itself. And then double-sided tape, a fresh sided double-sided tape with 3M. So I pelt off the tape that came with these lights. And then I got some proper 3M double-sided tape. And then I heated the tape before I stuck it to the back of this, and all the way around, kept on heating it. I pelt off the red sticky part and then applied some more heat before I applied it to the plastic bezel. I did try hot glue in the beginning, but that was just utter crap. Do not use hot glue. This is my first time making headlights, so yeah, I found out don't use hot glue. I think epoxy would be the best, but this 3M tape works really well, especially if you have the activator and heat. It sticks super good. And as you can see, we got the Accord badge from the back of the car. So I debadged the car, right? And I have the badges still. See, no badges, except for that Honda one. And that Honda one's coming off because I got another one I got from eBay. Looks better than that. And I went and glued the Accord badge back into the inside of that headlight. I mean, that looks sick. I like the way it's coming out. And I think that Accord badge in there that's a good touch. So I'm going to put this in the car real quick and then wire it up, and then I'll give it a test run. Alright guys, so I drilled a hole in here so I could get my cables through, so I didn't have to crimp them through here. Check it out. Now I can run my indicator wire to the indicators and my main power one to the main running light for the DRL light. Alright, so now I'm going to get that in the car. Lift it up. Ooh, just went in. That's the side I wanted to look at. Hey. Not bad, not bad. Yeah. There's the running DRL strip. I think I might cap the top so we don't see the LEDs. Yeah. Alright. Check it out. That's the indicator running. Oh, that looks sick. Let's see. So I have the strip coming down through here, all the way up here, and it does come out through here. Now it is daytime and it's not lighting up through there, so I'll come back at night time. I'll check that, see what is happening why that isn't lighting up, because that was lighting up earlier when I was testing it, but looks like I'm gonna have to wait tonight to see how bright that actually goes. All right, I'm super stoked with those lights. I can't wait to get this car running and driving with them lights on. And as you can see, I think putting that badge in there was, yeah, that was definitely the right call. That looks sick. Guys, take your badges off the back. When you do this, put them in there. It fits perfectly. All right, so those are the headlights, guys. I'm just gonna get to doing the other one and run through the procedures of that, and you'll see it all. But as far as those lights, those are pretty much what they are. All I have to do is bolt them all back in once they're done, and then polish those lenses, and those headlights will be done. All right, so the headlights are now, guys, and I've done the first layer of sanding to get all the flaky, ugly ass crap that was on there and the scratches that I made on there doing this headlight. So that's first layer of sanding's going on, and then I got the 3 stages of finer ones. So we're gonna go from 12 to 15 to 2000, and then a 2500 on the wet and dry. We'll do all those stages on those before we start the polishing. So let me get into that. Check it out, guys. So what do you think of the headlights? Me myself, I like them. They turned out sick. You know, seeing as they were super budget, I think they cost me a little over $50 for the paint, DRL running strip, and the LED lights. So we got the high beam and low beam lights, LEDs, and we got the LED indicator light up there, and we got another one that is down there for the park light. So we got 4 LED upgraded light bulbs. And then, like I said before, we got the cord. And that in there, that's a nice little touch. I like that. I'm really liking that, even from different angles. So she's all polished up now, and it's all clean. I got most of the scratches off, all the flaking paint, and she looks nice and shiny. Whew. So that's that job done. Still got to finish the other one, put that in, and then stick the bumper back on. I have to stick the fog lights in, and they have RGB color changing lights in there. So we'll be able to change light colors with those ones. So yeah, guys, those are the headlights. Super stoked, and they came out pretty good. There are some upgrades that I do want to do to these headlights, as far as checking in some projector lenses and some halo rings. But for now, as far as a budget headlight, that is super cool. And I'll put up the cost to make these headlights and the process with the paint and the lights. All right, guys. So super stoked with that, and we're going to be moving on. All right, so here's the headlights with the DRL light running. Night, and can you turn the indicator on? I just want to check this one. This one's not as bright as it should be, probably because I put a backing tape on one side, so I'm going to go in there and take that off, and it should be a lot brighter. But that works pretty good. Oh, that is bright. And balance. So you see the light comes up through there as well. Down around there, and then up and goes in there. So they're all LEDs. But this is what it looks like. Looks pretty sick. Alright. Alright, guys, so there's the headlights. I think they came out pretty sick. I like the way they came out. Tell me what you think. Alright, guys, so that's me for this episode. Hope you liked it and enjoyed it. If you're watching to the end, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. You really help the channel out. And yeah, check those things out, man. They look sick. Alright, guys, so that's going to be me for this episode. I think I'm going to get into painting these rims, because we do have a car show coming up in about 4 or 5 days. So I'll probably take the car to that show, which is the Narrogin rev heads. So I guess I'll just get the car ready for that. Alright, guys, thanks for watching and tuning in. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.